Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to Speakers Spotlight for Meant to Be Well Summit. Meant to Be Well Summit is a unique summit. It's a unique idea where you will be getting live streams for 48 hours. You will be getting expert advice from the speakers from all across the world. And whenever, like in those 48 hours, whenever you will log into the summit, you will find some of the speakers telling you some expert advice about how to maintain your holistic well-being, because it's not just about taking care of your mental health or just about your physical health or the spiritual health. You need to take care of yourself in a holistic way, and that's why we have gathered speakers and experts from all across the world, and giving you the expert speakers advice across the globe and across the time zone. And today's speaker is Shay Lynch. Thank you so much for joining us. It's an honor to have you with us today and for the summit. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, Ambreen. It's always great to support yourself and Andrea and all these things. It's a wonderful event. Absolutely
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I know we have actually, you've been on psychology talks, you have been part of the Global Summit before also, but to give you, our audience to more information about yourself, just introduce yourself. So our audience will get to know you better.
Thanks, Ambreen. Well, my name is Shay Lynch. I'm a director of a company called Future State and the founding director. And where we help businesses improve performance, we give them back their time. And I'm a business architect by trade. And what that means is I help companies design frameworks for success. So we build visions and strategies, and then the people processes to achieve them. And there's many steps along with that, but the whole point of it is to be systematic in developing success and scaling businesses. And a big component to that, Ambreen, as I said, is the people side. I'm an engineer, so I've always been naturally good at the process side of things. And over the last number of years, I've worked really hard on the people side to develop that, because there's no point in having great processes if the people aren't bought into them. And this is where exactly what you talk about, psychology, comes into it. And that starts with leader. And I do any project I do, it always ends up coaching the leaders too as well, because I need to bring them on a journey so they become the leader the business needs.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I really like your title, the business architect, because actually business is something that needs a proper architecture, right? It
Mm.
needs a process, and as you mentioned, that process without people, like understanding the process is useless, because if there, I've seen that there are lots of sometimes process actually hold them back to achieve the better productivity. So I think your role is really crucial in giving them the or in helping them in achieving proper productivity, and help them perform more effectively. So I know that those who are listening, I just want to tell them that your, like, Shay's session is planned on the day 2, the second day of the summit, which is October 19th, and the timing would be 6 p.m. Saudi Arabia time, and British Standard Time would be 4 p.m. And if you are in the EST time zone, that would be around 10 p.m. 10 a.m. Sorry, the EST time would be 10 a.m. So whichever part of the world you are based in, you can join and listen to this amazing panel discussion, which Shay is part of. And the panel discussion is all about how to manage the invisible burden in leadership role, because there are lots of expectation and pressure at the leadership role. Just can you give us a little bit about it, that what will you be sharing during that discussion?
Well, to your point, Ambreen, right there, like the world has changed over the last number of years, and it's changed and evolving rapidly, and it's still in a state of disruption. That means leaders are being challenged in a different way and a more drastic, severe way as they have been before. And in some cases, what I hear a lot of influencers saying is that they need to start seeing around corners. So they need to understand what's coming next. And with that, while it's great to see leaders be very like empathetic, using emotional intelligence and encouraging and motivating teams, which is all very, very important. But they make it, these leaders that do it well make it look easy, but it's anything but. There's so many ifs, buts, and whens and whys in the background. Lots of strategic thinking, critical thinking, decision making to be done, and there's a lot of data they need to gather. It's very overwhelming to
Yeah.
be a leader, Ambreen, in this world because all we see is the front. We do
Yes.
not see what's going on behind the scenes. And I work very closely with leaders in this regard to support their journey. And as I said, when I work with them on strategies for the business and the visions, right, then I have to look at the leader and I need to see, well, what are the characteristics of the leader today?
Yeah.
What are the characteristics they need to have or evolve or improve to be the leader the business needs? And then the next question, can they? Right?
Yeah.
So again, there's a lot of back and forth, and a lot of questioning, and a lot of counseling with the leaders to ensure they know what they need to do and they're confident that they can do it because
Yeah.
it is a journey. We are only talking about marathons beforehand, and even the 2 week 2 day marathon you're doing in a few weeks. It's a journey for leaders. It's important that they start the journey and learn to come outside of their comfort zone in a controlled fashion so they're not overwhelmed. And
Yeah.
that is the challenge because there's so many pressures coming in from many different angles, not just one angle that it used to be. There's many things coming in now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a very, very important topic to discuss, especially those who are in the leadership position and those who are ambitious or who aim to achieve that leadership position. So, those who have not registered yet, please, I highly recommend you to please register yourself to the summit and please join in at the Shays and this panel discussion. You will get the immense value from this panel discussion. So anyways, thank you so much for joining, Shay, and thank
Thank
you
you.
for all the audience that who joined us today, and see you at the summit.
Thank you, Ambreen. I look forward to it. Thank you.